just over 3 weeks now to get their remaining deals sorted. Michael Bridge is alongside me for the latest. We will start with Manchester United because they got Benjamin Sesko sorted. What might that mean for the future of Rasmus Højlund?
Really interesting one, this, Rob. Yeah, this morning we found out that AC Milan are in talks with Manchester United over a potential loan signing for Rasmus Højlund. Now, Milan want to do a loan deal with an option to buy. United's preference is to do a permanent deal, or at least have a permanent deal in this potential loan, but they would consider offers of around £40 million. Now, we know the arrival of Sesko will limit Højlund's game time, but there's more to it, really, because Sesko wasn't involved yesterday and Højlund was an unused sub against Fiorentina at Old Trafford yesterday, playing Mason Mount in a false nine. Now, we know Højlund has said before on the United Tour of America he wants to stay, but you got the impression that that was an indication yesterday that he's joining the likes of Jadon Sancho and Anthony Garnacho, Tiro Malacia on players United probably want to move on.
The big focus for United this summer has clearly been forward players, but are they targeting a midfielder as well?
Yeah, look, I think United have done very well so far in their recruitment. The forwards they've got in, the three forwards, Cunha and Mbeumo and Sesko, but they do need a midfielder. And the player we know they like is Carlos Baleba from Brighton. But the message from Brighton is, we do not need to sell. He's got a deal that runs until 2028. And also a Brighton club-held option allowing him to extend a further stay for a further 12 months. Now, Brighton, recruitment-wise, have been brilliant, haven't they, over the years? And we know they don't let their players go on cheap. Moise Caicedo to Chelsea for 115 million in 2023. We know United are looking to sell players as well. So at the moment, that looks a very difficult deal to do. But United fans very happy so far. And also, obviously, there's Donnarumma. They like him as well at PSG. So they're not done yet. But obviously 22 days to go, I'm sure.
Working on the deal, I always told you, when we had reports, it was 10, 12 days ago, that deal was not done. But Chelsea remained in the process to sign Xavi Simons. But for Chelsea to go for Xavi Simons and then for Alejandro Garnacho, both of them separate both targets. For Chelsea, to make it happen, they need outgoings. And so they have to continue with what they are already doing in an excellent way with the outgoings. They have to keep going. They have to sell more players. So, Christopher Nkunku for sure has to go, and Nicolas Jackson for sure has to go. There is interest from Leipzig in including Nkunku or Tyreek George in the discussions for Xavi Simons. Would not be a direct swap deal, but would be a separate conversation. But obviously, Christopher Nkunku hopes for Champions League football. So let's see if Leipzig will be able to convince Nkunku to rejoin the club, or if Nkunku will decide to wait for a Champions League club. It depends on the player in this case, because Chelsea are obviously open to doing business with Nkunku involved, and they want to sign Xavi Simons, but outgoings are really important. So the process for Xavi Simons to Chelsea continues, the conversations continue, but obviously selling players remain very important. If they can include Tyreek George or maybe Christopher Nkunku not in the same deal, but in the same discussion with Leipzig, obviously for Chelsea could work. It depends on what they want to do on player side, because Christopher Nkunku has still this desire to play Champions League football, and so we have to see what's going to happen on player side. Again, guys, don't forget Alejandro Garnacho. Again, don't forget Alejandro Garnacho, because for Garnacho the situation is still absolutely underway with Chelsea. Agreement Chelsea-Garnacho. Garnacho doesn't want to speak to any other club. Chelsea will be in negotiation with Man United at the right moment. So, calma. That one is still absolutely on. Is still absolutely separate from Xavi Simons. These are two separate deals, as I always told you. So, remember about that. Chelsea want Xavi Simons and Garnacho, but the outgoings are going to be important. And so let's wait and see what's going to happen there. But for Garnacho, I fully expect this deal to happen, because Garnacho only wants to go to Chelsea, has been clear with you.
Man United's Altay Bayindir outlines recipe for lightning start to new season. Manchester United goalkeeper Altay Bayindir has told supporters what they must do to help he and his teammates enjoy a fast start to the new season. United beat Fiorentina. Bayindir started in goal as United beat Fiorentina on penalties after the game ended in a 1-1 draw after normal time. Fiorentina went ahead early on through Simon Som, who fully took advantage of some poor set-piece defending from the hosts, but United didn't trail for long and soon hit back from a corner as Robin Gosens turned the ball into the back of his own net while under pressure from Casemiro and Leny Yoro. Both sides had chances to score, but neither could find a winner. A penalty shootout followed the 90 minutes, which United won 5-4. Bayindir made a save before Kobbie Mainoo dispatched the winning spot kick to crown the Red Devils the Snapdragon Cup victors. After the game, Bayindir spoke to MUTV and gave his verdict on United's pre-season and his feelings on the team ahead of the start of the competitive 2025-26 campaign. Bayindir's remarks asked about his growing reputation for being a good penalty saver. Bayindir said, "Yeah, it's a good feeling. It's a very good feeling when you can save from the penalty. When you feel that you can help the team, it's a great feeling." Asked how the team's preparations have been ahead of the Premier League opener versus Arsenal next weekend, Bayindir answered, "Yeah, we've had good preparations with the team. We're working every day, and we are working for every game. We had good preparations in America. We improved ourselves, I think, and we still continue to work. I hope we can continue to win in the next game. Our team is ready for every game now, and we have to be together on the pitch and fight for our fans. They have to support us always, from the media, Old Trafford and everywhere. They were already doing these things, and it's very important energy for us when we feel they are behind us." On what the mood is like in the dressing room, Bayindir answered, "If you want to be a team, you have to be together, all the players and all the staff. We have to work together, and in America, we did these things and we're still doing these things. At the moment we have a very good energy, and we want to keep this energy." The Turkey international emphasized that he and his teammates are ready for the Arsenal game. "Yeah. For us it doesn't matter which team we will play. You already know every game is important in the Premier League. This week we will work for Arsenal, and then from there, step by step, onto the next game, we will prepare ourselves." Man United's Altay Bayindir outlines recipe for lightning start to new season. Manchester United goalkeeper Altay Bayindir has told supporters what they must do to help he and his teammates enjoy a fast start to the new season. United beat Fiorentina. Bayindir started in goal as United beat Fiorentina on penalties after the game ended in a 1-1 draw after normal time. Fiorentina went ahead early on through Simon Som, who fully took advantage of some poor set-piece defending from the hosts, but United didn't trail for long and soon hit back from a corner as Robin Gosens turned the ball into the back of his own net while under pressure from Casemiro and Leny Yoro. Both sides had chances to score, but neither could find a winner. A penalty shootout followed the 90 minutes, which United won 5-4. Bayindir made a save before Kobbie Mainoo dispatched the winning spot kick to crown the Red Devils the